Thokozani akwande ni masiari ujimelang kama kwini gogogo namamkhulu, the great one Maponga, the great one Maponga, the great one Maponga, the great one Chinya, the great one Mhalia. Manzini sangwayo nyamagaishi ishanga mapepezeli zungu makibakangwani Zulu mkhathini bavungani hlase mkhathini khoza zilika sikamashabane cabashe kamvelo uyabe ngathi gatsheni wavuka umsombuluko Ndlovu sibalukhulu makatuzela Dlamini Mlotshwa Mpanjwa Mkhatshwa Malala Msholozi Zuma Mushweshwe Ntsedimani Makhetha Mofokeng Ndabezitha Marena Dikhosi Ramasiya Matotsi Chauke Vilakazi Nkabini. Good people, my name is Gogo Mpoka Modi Nomzamo Akwandi Gogo Thokozani Ndabezitha Nomzamo Mkhanya Kude W Value. Good people, I want to talk about the balance in life in general, especially for amadoda. Laba bacala ukusebenza laba barhola imali barholela imali ngathi iyabonakala. When a guy is able to buy a 3-piece suit, athenge imoto ebizayo bese yeah, I will talk about clothes and the balance of buying grocery ekhaya, ukukhokhela ingane zakhe esikoleni, yeah, the balance nje in terms of spending and the attire and the behavior yakhe, hang out namantombazane or hang out with people in general, and ukuzinaga health yakhe. It is important to balance everything else, because if you put more effort and time on one aspect, the rest suffers. If you buy a lot of clothes, yebo zoba nempahla eziningi ube muhle. Mhlambe emsebenzini wakho you need to be wearing suit, you need to be formal, but you need to balance impilo yakho. Ukwazi ukuthi wena njalo uqoke you buying clothes, awuzinaki, awudli okwanele, you hang out with girls lezi eyifebe ezithengisa imzimba, wena you spending a lot of time on parties, on vacations noma kungena sidingo. You're always drinking, you don't look after your health. There's one aspect that suffers because you buying clothes, yes, you can buy that imali yakho futhi anginandaba. You're trying to impress people around you. You don't buy food for your kids. We're not saying you should support your kids or support your family, but uba bonjani wena bakunaka abazali noma abakunakanga, it is socially acceptable for a father or a mother to look after their kids. You set a good example, and you don't stress your kids because they didn't bring themselves in this earth. Wabaletha wena ngokuhamba nje wenza. So you must also remember that if you abandon them, uNkulunkulu ngeke ajabule namadlozi, because ancestors, they bless you when you bless the other people back. It doesn't matter ukuthi bless umuntu ohlangana na estradeni at the shop. You're not obligated to helping people on the street, but umuntu osondelane nawo ingane zakho, it's ubuntu kutshengisa uthando ukuthi you do care. Nakhona if you don't, anginandaba futhi angikho lapho. It is your responsibility to do the right thing for others so that it comes back to you. But if you don't focus on balancing all this aspect, one will suffer, and the one aspect that you don't look after izokehlisa kuzobhidlika kwasani. Because if you don't look after your health, when uhamba ulala na wonke amantombazane ungasebenzisi abo condom, ukugula uzibizela ukugula, it means you are attracting the illness and the aura esidina. You are attracting everything else to yourself because you going sleeping around with nalaba badayisa imzimba. Because uhlangana nentombazane umuhle awumazi ukuthi lo muntu uhamba lala na wonke umuntu. Kusasa wena ulele naye uthatha vacation weMpumalanga uyakuphi. Kusasa you don't even know where you got the disease. Thirdly, you don't eat properly or awudli, uzozaca emzimbeni, uluzi weight, yeah, bese ubukeka unezilonda njani. Then you tell people when on an allergy. You don't eat, you've taken all these illnesses from these people. You don't pay your debts. Don't pay your rent if you need rent. Look, this is all these aspects I'm mentioning. There are people that live like that. I'm not making an example in high, but I'm trying to be realistic without mentioning igama lomuntu lana. Bese wena, if you are listening, ngikhuluma nawe angikhulumi nawe, uyazazi inhlobo ukuthi wena uphila kanjani. Ugijima namantombazana, uthenga impahla esidurayo, you driving this expensive car, uhlulekani ukuyikhokhela leyo moto. Yeah, you borrowing on your credit card month to month. You can't buy grocery. When anjalo, you don't have enough grocery. Yeah, you eating out. Yeah, you're using credit cards. You've got 3 credit cards. You've got all the stock cards. When utenge macro, you living from hand to mouth. You are irresponsible in terms of your spending. Angnandaba food, you can use your money anyhow. But don't make yourself a burden in your family and others, because if ungazinaki labantu ukugijima nabo every time, this is sad, very sad and painful for you know what I'm saying. It's very sad. Some stories are very personal to me. There are other people that I knew, like, they were just reckless with their lives. They were just reckless when they were in need. Like, they will only remember where to ask for help. But sonke leso sikhathi ay akabambeki akakhuzeki uzontshela ukuthi yena udla impilo yakhe, udla imali yakhe. Kwazi nabantu abasebenza naye ukuthi hayi lo yabona lo oholile. Meholile sizwa ngaye, sibona ngaye. Lo muntu lona is very irresponsible to a point where they don't think they have to buy grocery, they have to pay their debts, but they are forever buying new clothes. Yes. Thenga impahla, going out with girls. Angazi ukuthi labantu they are prostitute. Yena njalo and uhamba ngemoto ebizayo. 500,000 worth of a car. So this person akazinaki. So it is very important to look after yourself. Ninabo ngisanda kuqala kusebenza. I'm eating my own money. Pay your debts. Don't become a burden to your family. More social need. Look after your kids. Because some girls will trip you. Can't do now. But just aksu wena obaba. You are not the father of the child. Be careful. Look after yourself. I might sound like this is a prophecy. I might sound like the person I knew, all people I knew were living very recklessly. Yeah, why namali and umuntu wayehola 50,000 a month. This person 50,000 a month. One check is salary at one. Yes. So this person, it's a relative of mine. I won't say who. So he was living a very expensive life, very, very expensive life. But why in province? This person would only call me when they I knew and also phoning about 10 p.m. at night. It's heartbreaking very much. So if ungazinaki wena uzogqoka ama-pampers uhlale esibhedlela, look after yourself so that your life can look after yourself. You've got only one body, and your body needs you to look after it. If you don't look after your body, if you don't put the right food in it, if uhlala njalo wena uphuza utshwala, lobo butshwala lobo nibuphuzayo njalo buyanimunca nimunce, it drains all the energy out of you. Sasa ugugile unjani sesihluleka ukubona ukuthi kanti kwenzakalani, and you are a burden to your family. Don't do that. Like I said, mengicala kwenza le video ngithi impilo kumele kube ne-balance. You pay your debts, you have your own place. You can't be having a 500,000 car while you're paying rent. You can't. That does not make sense. You cannot. It's worth that amount. You can't. When are you always buying suits? Are you wearing 3-piece suit? Yeah, yeah. When you can't just buy grocery, you always buying takeaways. Look, there's no balance because the way you spend your money is very much irresponsible. But it's your business. But at the end of the day, your choices, your decisions affect you and people around you, because you become a burden of not having enough money to carry out to balance all your debts. Usifaka enkingeni, usifaka ey'kweleteni. You trying to look this expensive, like this is very expensive, guy. But you uhluleka kumanager impilo, uhluleka kuzimanager. But umlomo wakho uyayidlula iJordan. Udlula nobhanoyi. So it is important to look after yourself, bakithi, especially these young guys. Nina maniqala ukusebenza, nihamba ngey'moto eziduru. Look, you can go buy your car, but uthole indawo yakho. Ngoba indawo yabazali bakho akusiyona yakho. Akusiyona yakho, kusasa zobe nilwela leyo ibhilidi or indlu, nikhuluma ngokuthi indlu kagogo. You must have your own place. Ungathi wena you want to buy a most expensive car that abantu baselokishini bangakayiboni. Who are you doing it for? As much as you think you're earning a lot of money, yeah, the car, it's just a debt. I mean, you need to buy immovable property. A house is much better, because if you buy a house, eyakho, it's your house. You will pay it's forever. It's your house, unless if you are sharing ngane. But if you hamba ngemoto edurayo bese uzozichoshela la uzitshela ukuthi wena iyenzani imoto yakho, okusalayo it is the banks. We still owing it. Yeah, ukuthi usayikhokhela or akayikhokheli, I'm not there. But the most important thing is balance your life, look after yourself, your health. Use your money well, because if you don't, you'll become a burden to others. Bazosala bakunake, ungena i-medical aid yakho exhausted because of uyagula, uphethwe izifo, njalo wena uthatha imithi. Be careful, because it might sound like I'm just talking, but it's a prophecy. And abantu abaningi, you need to learn how to use money. Even if ungathi gogo bari I'm not used to managing money. You learn, you get a financial advisor from the bank. You learn, okay, what can I do, to balance everything else? You work out your budget, you work with your budget. Because if you do not, you think you can take money and swipe credit cards all over. It's not your money. And it's for emergencies. Emergencies means you can swipe it when something that needs to be fixed in a car. You don't need to fix it. Maybe you need to fix your geyser, but then you're not staying in your own house. You can't fix the geyser if it's not your house. So I'm making this example because of you need to do things that are doable. Be responsible. Use your money properly. Because yes, angali ungathola 50,000 a month, but uthole ukuthi if you earned your money on the 25th, on the 7th, your bank account is minus. That's a very irresponsible way of spending money. And uthole ukuthi yonke le mali ayikho, you spend it on people. You can't even account ukuthi why did you use it? You haven't even paid your rent. Bese uboleka imali from umndeni wakho. It's rubbish. It's irresponsible behavior. It's unacceptable totally. So learn to be responsible. You can't ubhede nabazali bakho bakuhambisa esikolong, university. Bese you keep on borrowing imali from imali kagogo ye pension. Excuse me. It is unfair. It is so unfair. Wena umthwalo, yebo ugogo uzokunikeza imali yakhe ingane yami, umtshela ngendlela bazokucosha ngakhona in. It is so unfair. You can't do that to your grandmother. Uthi ugogo, ngiyacoshwa. Ucoshwa kwenzakalani? But you earning 50,000 rand. Look, angali ukuthi uhola malini and futhi anginandaba ukuthi wenzani ngemali yakho. I don't care. Look, I'm not even there. But you can't be earning a lot of money and being a burden, become a burden to other people. Responsible spending. Uphilela abantu, and eksasa ngeke bakunake laba bantu akwandi.